over time and now find themselves in the top 10. Same thing with Zexro, same thing with Walkman and other players all around the leaderboard. Now is time to solidify the final moments of the game. It's game 8 of the DreamHack Open.
Feist has fallen from the top spot, but still, he controls many fates with the Shockwave launcher over at Caddy.
Yeah, but 3 people are going to be landing with him. This has been a story that Frisk has not been kind with, especially with Edgy. This time, it's perfect. He gets the drop. It's so wonderful every time. This is what it takes to drop every single, and here it is. He gets Kit's charge again, almost certainly, unless Kit pulls something crazy out, but I highly doubt that. Here we go, finish him off. So, this is an opportunity for Frisk to come way back, skyrocketing himself all the way up. He does not have to chase Commandment down. He does not have to do any tough work to get this Shockwave launcher. All he needs to do is secure the vault quickly and get out of here and get a ton of eliminations to catch back up.
Still a fight at Yacht that goes on every single time. Henchman, though, still alive. Commandment has Peppers being forced to actually where Frisk is.
Uh-oh.
This could be another premature ending, who knows, but it's an SMG versus Kit's charge. Only time can tell what happens. Feist does not find a home anymore on that Yacht. It's taken over by 2 Titans in their own regards. Back though with Commandment, who is just a mere 13 points ahead of him. So getting a crucial elimination right now could just tighten that gap. And then after that, endgame becomes that much closer.
I see the feed Commandment is down, but a third foe enters. A new enemy has joined the fray. It's DreamHack, the big Ronnie, and Frisk finishes his fight as Bucky cleans up aggro. Wow, Ronnie did take down Versa. Oh no, sorry, Frisk took down Versa and Ronnie took down Commandment. It's still a fight here. An attack will be good against what Frisk does, which is missing the first shot, but it doesn't matter. A couple ARs. One more will do, but same thing for Frisk, only 63 HP. Nani with the chug splashes at least gets back up a little bit. I was saying he go right back to the vaults, another shot, but still doesn't finish him. He chases. This is so risky, 6 HP now. One more shot on either side will do it. And the charge is completely unnecessary. The tack might have the upper hand here, although Frisk knows the HP situation, 0 mats now. I think for both, another Shockwave might actually do it. He still has minis. Over the top, still mats on Nani. So close, Frisk is done. 302 is where he lands, and that's only 2 points ahead of Divine. That is only an elimination or 48th place for Divine to do to get that extra prizing, to get that extra placement, and end top 3.
Meanwhile, on the golden chair at the other side of the table, Stretch, the man in first place, always living in a shadow, finally searching for his own light, for a tournament win without a dual partner, without a squad mate. It's just him and his skills versus everyone else. There are still fights going on all across the map. Paper on Muhammad. Muhammad once again missing out his home, but he's got his classic.
Can we get one last? Never mind. Okay, well, we can get it. One last bucks like fish. One last. What's happened? What's happened, Muhammad? What a day for him. By the way, he's risen from something like 5,000 followers up to 30,000 today on Twitter.
Anyone that faces off against him usually does not survive. And the first opponent Ronnie will face, basically, is going to be Stretch.
Spike doing what he's been doing all game, really getting super involved, and finally it works out for him with 2 eliminations. Man, Dubs makes me eat my words immediately. There's a road for him. There's a path. He's already halfway up that mountain. 28-point difference, by the way, is basically half of the placement points available is what Dubs has to do above Stretch. The rotate is on for him very quickly, and there's already a couple of people firing upon him, but thankfully it stops. He gets all the way through with nothing left.
How? How did he get this for free? He went beside and in front of everyone's sightlines and finds one of the highest points he can be at. Stretch is now the person playing catch up. He had position before.
Meanwhile, you're right, Stretch does not have the crash pad. He's gonna go in on Kaz. A very risky play, and it pays off. Another 5 points has made the gap. He extends the lead to 33 as both players still alive. The placement points that they've earned have canceled out. By the way, can we get a check on whether Divine is still up? Because if he is, he has just overtaken Frist for 3rd place, and we'll hang on to that almost certainly. He is.
Bucky has a chance. He has a chance too. Divine is up, 3rd place. 100% confirmed for now. But many other players still survive. We're fighting for a spot for that top 10. Passing by Divine's box. Stretch now. Has a leg up. Walkman above him. Booga beside him every single event. Whether it's not the leaderboards, they find each other. Gabe taken out by Aspect. But they started this thing off and they'll end it the same way.
What a moment here. Stretch right in the semifinals, stayed right next to Booga. And here they are again. They cannot get away from each other. Spiritually linked is what Stretch said on Twitter. And I think that might be the case. Obviously, so much influence upon each other, playing through all the team modes up to this point. And who knows, even in Trio FNCS in Season 4, we might get them back. That would be wonderful to see. Of course, both sides are doing well in their trios. That's irrelevant right now. Solo gameplay is underway, and Stretch, all the way on foot this entire time, has made a perfect rotation. Still max HP.
Full match 2 almost. That was absolutely free. Everyone's still left behind in the dust. Booga, Divine in the same boxes. Now the real game starts. 6th zone is moving. Stretch 1 elimination, trying to further the lead. Dubs is alive somewhere. He doesn't have any mobility, so it'll have to be his smarts and any recycling he can do around the right side of this zone. Stretch is moving.
That he is. What a rotate. Still nobody firing upon him. No damage taken for so long now. Where is Dubs? There he is. He's in this too, but only 100 HP. Still has crash pads and launch pads to work with though, so even though he doesn't have the HP, at least he has other resources to bring him forward, which Stretch does not have. Playing the low ground, finally a tack shot has been fired upon him, but it only scratches him for just a bit. He's still up with 37 people alive. So much work still left to be done.
Right now, the position for both these players, Stretch is so close to the zone line. Dubs slightly fall farther behind. He's not only reaching on the leaderboards upwards, but also in the actual game, trying to play catch up. Spike is the one for the first time to actually control height and dictate who gets to move where, but Dubs is very, very close. A launch or a crash pad used to actually move him down. Dubs is going to make his move to rotate. Straw Hat Charlie right behind him. Nico and Sneeze's story still continues too. Dubs and Stretch are on the right side of your screen. None of them really have progressed much in eliminations. Dubs is making his first move now onto Neff. Can he find one? Stretch is finally fully healed up. This is his POV of stopping Aspects. Can he find the shot over? He's blocked by Zone. A huge crash pad makes chaos, and Who Fishy goes down. Dubs is looking at Stretch though. He can stop things right here.
That he could. A couple shots will go in, but Stretch taking a lot of zone damage. Dubs too. By the way, if Stretch stays up all the way with Dubs, it'll have to be a 7 elimination game for Dubs to overtake with 35 points. That would be now very low HP. Stinks in play too. It could take both of them down. Oh my goodness. 5 HP now for Dubs. He has to layer down. Stretch still in though. Did not take damage from that, but he's above Dubs. They will fall on top of each other as they run out of mats. Down this mountain right here. A couple beams on the Master. The Siphon could be so huge and so important on the Owl. No mats remaining down there. A player in this box. It's Snazy. 2 eliminations. Snazy. Booga and Dubs down. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Stretch on high ground. And Stretch has won DreamHack Open, the first one of this season. We will have many, many more, but Stretch now a victory lap.
It's all about style for him now. How is he going to choose to end out this game? Who can he stop from climbing even higher? Bevy is still alive, looking to have some type of end game here, but Stretch is 100% the king all the way up top. Aperta, he's looking to survive too. Things slow down a bit. 5 people end game as the 9th zone starts to close in. It's 1 minute until this competition is absolutely over. Stretch has control of all aspects of this game. Reverse ramps down to be able to connect faster. Each player doing as much as they can to move past old builds. Aperta goes up, he has a shockwave launcher, Stretch falls down, cannot take any fall damage or even go near the zone. Aperta is getting chaotic, lots of self-damage done by the zone. Stretch is now back at his home habitat, that blue line. Last mat possibly. A wooden cone down. He has to try to evade and move around places. 1v1 carry goes down. Stretch is on a tear. Aperta can't stop him. The shockwave can't stop him. Dubs is gone. This is Stretch's show. He's still landing shots, looking healthy, looking spry. 3 eliminations, turned it over to 5-year Stretch. Vevi below him. He gets pushed all the way back. Isn't enough to stop this man, this monster, almost there still. Vevi pushed back, but Stretch is your ultimate winner. Aperta wrapping up that final game. This was NA East. Welcome to the first showing of the DreamHack Open.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Stretch is your champion. We have a lot to digest, and we'll do so after one final break.
And there he is, everyone. Stretch sitting on top there with 351 points, almost 60 points above the next closest person, which is Dubs, of course, taking second place there. Divine in third, Frist in fourth, and then we have Buck in fifth.